I want you to do like this and then this. Boom, 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 boom. It keeps for boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back, and he's going to headhunt all of you. And my thing is, I got Tank beating all y'all at.
New, previously unseen footage has surfaced showing Gervonta Tank Davis putting in work with the legendary Mike Tyson ahead of his matchup with Jake Paul. In the clip, Tyson can be seen guiding Davis through sharp pad sessions, sharing insights on rhythm, timing, and controlled aggression. The former heavyweight champion reportedly praised Tank's explosive speed and pinpoint accuracy, offering subtle adjustments to further refine his knockout-oriented style.
Hey, bro! Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Gervonta Tank. Davis's latest pad work from training camp highlights just how sharp he's become. His hands move like lightning, firing off crisp, rapid-fire combinations with seamless coordination. Every punch snaps with accuracy and power, creating a rhythm that's nearly impossible for his trainer to match. Those watching have noted that Tank's speed and timing look more dangerous than ever, a clear sign that he's in peak form and mentally locked in for his battle against Jake Paul. The buzz around Gervonta Davis leading up to his fight with Jake Paul has been filled with opinions, predictions, and plenty of criticism. But analyst Showbiz the Adult believes most people misunderstand where Davis truly is mentally. According to him, Tank has reached a stage in his career where outside noise no longer matters. Instead of reacting to endless social media chatter, he's chosen silence, not out of weakness, but as a sign of confidence. Showbiz explains that Davis understands something simple yet powerful. Words don't win fights, punches do. Every move he makes in the ring will be his answer to the critics. And with rumors of a knockout bonus on the table, Showbiz adds that Tank has every reason to finish things early. But beyond money, Davis is fighting for legacy and pride, determined to remind the world exactly why he's one of the most feared names in boxing.
He's scared. He can't come back to real boxing after fighting Jake Paul. He's going to be made a mockery of. One of you guys said you could call it a fake fight, but it has real consequences. Let him get knocked out by Jake. Let him get embarrassed by Jake. He can't come back. He'll be made a mockery of. He done took a knee, grease in the eye, had a draw with Roach, which everybody thinks Roach was robbed, and then made a mockery of by Jake Paul, a YouTuber. Which is why Gervonta Tank Davis is on Demon Time. Check this out. Check this out. See, me being back on my fitness journey, I know how hard that is, especially at his size with how heavy that medicine ball is. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to go hard, pause, on that Jake Paul fight. He has to. While everybody is trying to dismiss that shit, there's a knockout bonus and everything. You got Lamont Roach calling him all these names. Tank Davis shut off his social media. He can't take y'all negativity, making him worse before the fight. He can't allow y'all to be in his head, which that's what y'all want to do. The end of Tank. And I don't. I think boxing is better with Tank involved. I always say that. If there is boxing, boxing is even better when there's more talented and skillful fighters involved. Regardless of how you feel about it, you want Tank to be great in boxing than hating him to death out of boxing. If you do, you're just a hater, right? If you love the sport, you want as many determined boxers in there as possible. He's looking determined right now. And with everything that Roach is saying, he's ready to come back and whoop some ass. Where I'm getting this information from, none of your damn business. But right now, I'm just a vessel. And I'm going to tell you guys what's up. Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back, and he's going to headhunt all of you.
Analysts have been quick to weigh in on the size gap between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. On the surface, Jake appears to have the clear advantage, taller, heavier, and naturally stronger. But as many boxing experts point out, sheer size doesn't win fights. Boxing is a science built on timing, precision, and composure. Davis has spent years perfecting that science. He knows exactly when to move, when to bait an opponent, and when to strike with surgical accuracy. On the other hand, raw strength without control often leads to fatigue and costly mistakes. Some analysts even argue that Tank's smaller frame might give him the edge, allowing him to stay compact, slip punches efficiently, and explode with short, devastating bursts of power. In the end, there's a big difference between looking powerful and fighting effectively, and Gervonta Davis has built his career proving exactly that.
We just talking hands. Gervonta will whoop Jake ass. We just talking hands. But do you think that 50-pound weight difference, that's going to be a difference?
It could be. It could be a call with a shot.
Yeah.
As a boxer.
Physics.
But the thing is this though. Let's talk about physics. See, boxing is a technique.
Right.
So it's not like you could be bigger. That shit don't matter. Like you seen a big nigga a lot of them big niggas go to sleep.
That's a fact.
When he been out and the bouncer get hit in his chin, he go right out. He's the big nigga on the ground. Like I've seen it a million times.
Big nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're right, but
so that you can't go on that. Now if you get hit by a big nigga and you a smaller nigga, then,
You gonna fly? He gonna
here
feel
come
it.
physics. But as I'm using my technique, we in a different space now. Big guy, I got something for that. When you throwing and I'm seeing shit differently, yeah, now it's time for technique. You understand?
I want to start training. I want to start training.
Shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford. He just proved what I just said. The technique of boxing. You feel me? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So,
While most fans are siding with Gervonta Davis, DJ Academics has sparked debate by suggesting that Jake Paul might actually score a knockout. He argues that Jake's size advantage and his steady improvement as a boxer give him a real shot at landing something significant. Academics points to Paul's track record, that looping overhand right that has dropped more than a few opponents in past fights. According to him, people continue to underestimate Jake's dedication, failing to see how much he's evolved from an influencer into a legitimate fighter. Still, many critics remain skeptical, questioning whether Jake can withstand Davis's relentless speed and pressure once the punches start flying. Even so, Academics' take has added another layer of intrigue to the build-up, framing this matchup not as a mismatch but as a risky experiment where raw power meets refined skill. Whether his prediction proves right or not, it highlights just how divided the boxing world is over this unexpected showdown. A growing number of analysts continue to emphasize Gervonta Davis's reputation as one of boxing's most feared finishers. His knockout record speaks volumes. The majority of his victories never make it to the final round. Reports indicate this upcoming bout could earn him close to $200 million, potentially making it one of the biggest paydays of his career. But according to these experts, Davis's motivation isn't just financial. It's about legacy, pride, and reinforcing his dominance in the sport. They describe him as the perfect balance of precision and power, a fighter whose explosiveness is matched only by his ring intelligence. Even when he's behind, he carries that one-punch danger that can instantly change the outcome. For Jake Paul, that's the ultimate threat. Facing someone with Davis's ability means there's no comfort zone, no moment to relax. As many analysts put it, Gervonta Davis remains a rare breed, part technician, part knockout artist, a man who turns pressure into perfection.
Gervonta Davis's guarantee.
I
or
call
the fight with Jake
bullshit.
Paul?
Me too.
I call bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athlete's ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay, Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
Yeah. 20 million, I would believe, not 200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model. So, and Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40,
Yeah.
but Gervonta Davis, he was especially on Showtime, he's a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist. 200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is gonna make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get why he do it.
Can his speed and his ability make up for that size difference, in your honest opinion?
Well, he has to be very smart throughout the course of the fight. It's hard to know in some things. I think Gervonta's just gonna stick and move. He'll be fast, play it smart. I don't see him staying still for too long so Jake can land some shots. He'll just try to touch him. Who knows, man? It's an exhibition. It's a money grab. Jake's fighting one of the best boxers ever.
Then comedian and passionate boxing fan Earthquake shared a humorous yet insightful take on the upcoming matchup. He pointed out that in boxing, a strong-looking physique doesn't always equal long-lasting performance. Fighters with heavy muscle mass might appear dominant when the bell rings, but as the rounds progress, that same bulk can work against them. According to Earthquake, boxers like Jake Paul often start strong but slow down once fatigue sets in. Their energy drains faster, and their punches lose sharpness. He joked that Jake's size may look great on camera, but it could end up costing him when endurance becomes the deciding factor. In contrast, Davis has what Earthquake calls the ideal fighter's frame: compact, efficient, and built for speed. Once the later rounds arrive, he believes Tank's non-stop rhythm will expose any weakness in Paul's gas tank. Beneath the humor, his words highlight a timeless truth about boxing. Fights aren't won by muscles, but by stamina, control, and rhythm. Despite ongoing debate over whether this matchup is truly fair, it's undeniable that the world is watching. Some fans are tuning in, hoping to witness Jake Paul pull off an unexpected upset, while others believe Gervonta Davis will once again prove his dominance with a highlight reel knockout. Either way, the hype benefits everyone involved. Analysts point out that controversy is the fuel of modern boxing. When people argue, question, and speculate, they keep the spotlight alive. And Jake Paul understands that better than most. His greatest strength isn't just in the ring, but in his ability to turn doubt into promotion. Every critic, every headline, and every social media debate feeds public curiosity. Even those who want to see him lose will still watch, and that's exactly the point. The event's success doesn't hinge only on who wins, but on the spectacle itself. In today's boxing landscape, the entertainment often rivals the sport, and this fight is the perfect example of that balance in action.
All of a sudden, we want to know, who will win in this fight? Jake Paul or Tank Davis? It's a legit question. And I actually want to really hear your thoughts on who do you think is going to win. Because I know what Vegas is saying, but I want to know what you think. You got
Personally, I think Tank too little, bro.
Yo,
I think Tank too little.
I'm so glad you have a brain on your fucking shoulder.
I think Tank too little.
I said, bro.
I think Tank's too little. That's what I'm saying. That weight class is for a reason.
Davis
that weight class is for a reason.
5'5", 135 pounds. Jake Paul is 6 feet, 205 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
He's too
6'1",
little.
205. Everybody's like, yeah, bro, but Tank it only takes one good punch. Yes, it takes one good punch when you're about the same size. There's a 60, 70 pound difference in weight in these people. I don't think nobody puts the physics in mind. Jake Paul gets punched in the face by dudes 200 pounds with all their might on a weekly basis. 135 pound puncher, bro. If y'all remember the Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight, Conor walks around like 180 on the regular. He's like 5'9", 180. Mayweather's like 5'7", 145. That 30 pound difference, bro. If you remember that fight, Mayweather was putting mittens on Conor. Guess what happened to Conor? He didn't hit the ground once.
No.
He lasted all 12 rounds getting hit with flurries. I'm talking about Mayweather was having his time. He's being cocky with it, hitting him with all kind of combos. And we're watching the last 3 rounds of that shit like, yo, knock him out. And you know what? He could not knock him out because Conor gets punched by people that are 170, 180 pounds on a regular. And just that 20, 30 pound difference, it was like impossible for him to do anything. And that's exactly what I feel like is going to happen versus Jake and Tank.
Respected. Trainer Robert Garcia offers a thoughtful, technical perspective on the upcoming matchup. He explains that there's nothing inherently wrong with Gervonta Davis choosing to face Jake Paul. After all, it's his career, and he has every right to make decisions that suit his goals. However, Garcia raises questions about the timing of this fight. In his view, Davis is still at the height of his powers, with plenty of credible opponents waiting in the wings. Taking this route, Garcia says, could lead to misinterpretation, not because the fight itself is a bad move, but because of what it represents in the larger story of Davis's career. For Garcia, the real issue isn't about money or danger, but about legacy and narrative, how future generations will remember this chapter in the champion's journey.
Something like that, but I don't know. What's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing that's what everybody looks for. I think it's, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Brooks that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize, but then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight, to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked him. I would do the same.
No one would say no to that, right?
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20, $30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. it's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care of how many belts he won or who he fought.
Jake Paul has stood firm in defending this matchup, dismissing claims that it's just another exhibition or publicity stunt. He stresses that this bout is fully sanctioned, featuring professional judges, official rounds, and a legitimate result, nothing scripted or exaggerated. For Jake, this isn't about entertainment, it's about validation. He views facing Gervonta Davis as proof of his commitment to boxing, a statement that he's not just a content creator dabbling in the sport, but a serious athlete willing to take on one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. He's made it clear that few would dare accept a challenge like this, and that's precisely what motivates him. By stepping into the ring with a proven world champion, Paul hopes to silence his critics and earn lasting respect in the boxing community. His confidence might sound bold, but behind it lies a genuine desire to be recognized as more than just an internet celebrity, a man determined to redefine his own legacy.
I mean, even the list you made years and years ago, Gervonta Davis is on the list.
Yeah, exactly. It's all manifestation, and it's a very powerful thing. And yeah, I think people don't dream big or set massive aspirational goals, and then also put the work in. I think that's the other thing is like, I'm still doing sprints and track work and bench press and squats and all of these things for the sport of boxing. So when I transition to NFL, I'm going to have a lot of that natural explosiveness and power from the past 6 years of training every day, twice a day. Yeah.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and reactions as the fight gets closer.